Alright, so it's been about 2 months since I started using the Redtiger F77 in my car, and I'm quite sure after using this for all this while, you'll be interested to know my personal opinion and what my thoughts are on this dash cam. And I'm happy to say the kind of video quality this camera provides, especially the rear camera, there is no other dash cam that can match up to it. Of course, there are plenty of other cameras that can offer the same resolution and the same sensor for the front camera. You can get many of those. But in terms of the rear camera, there is no equal to the Redtiger F77. And what's more important is that there is no equal to that camera in terms of the pricing. Yes, you might get other cameras which get dual starvis 2 sensors and might not get a 4K resolution, which will be even more pricier compared to the 25 to 26,000 price bracket the F77 comes in. This makes it a tremendous value for money dash cam. So those of you who want a very balanced look, who want a very balanced performance from both front and the rear camera and want the best of what's available out there, the F77 is definitely your choice. Now, after using it for 2 months, I'm quite happy to say that the performance of this camera has been really good. I personally like the touchscreen part because you can easily access the settings, you can change any of the settings just by the touchscreen, and of course this also gets voice command, which means you can easily say out the voice commands and get a few actions done. I think there are about 10 to 12 different voice commands which you can use to alter the settings of the camera. So basically this is just a plug and play setup. You just have to install the camera, install the front and the rear camera, and just forget that it's even there. Now there's one major concern which probably every single person who is planning to buy the Redtiger F77 is having, is that it's got a limited storage space. Yes, this gets a built-in 128 GB storage which provides up to 5 to 6 hours maybe maximum storage, not beyond that. But this does also get a memory card slot. I think you can add up to 128 or 256 GB memory card slot, and you can transfer the videos from the internal memory to the memory card slot, freeing up the space on the internal storage that can extend your video recording duration up to 10 to 12 hours by maximum. But many of you prefer to have like a 512 GB memory card slot, but this is actually technically very difficult because dual 4K resolution being written on a memory card, the memory card will tend to heat up a lot, and there are very few memory cards that can support that kind of a speed, being able to record 2 different video streams at the same time. So this is actually a technical challenge to do that. And of course, Redtiger might have bought in like a 512 GB built-in storage, but that might have increased the price of this dash camera. So probably they didn't prefer to do that, or are not preferring to get it to India right now. Nevertheless, at the current state, it is still a very fine dash cam, and I think 5 to 6 hours worth of recording is still a good amount of duration. And of course, you can always check out the videos and always transfer the videos using the 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi network, which will allow you to transfer videos from your dashcam to your smartphone in a fastest possible manner. And of course, you can also connect the dashcam to your PC or your laptop and just transfer the videos when the dashcam just acts as a mass storage device. That being said, basically the camera hasn't been heating up a lot, and I haven't been facing any sort of a lag or any sort of a restarts or such things like that. The performance of this camera has been rock solid. One more important thing to note is that the design concept of this camera is quite well balanced. This means that the front and the rear camera have been designed with some level of effort. Now in most other dash cams, the rear camera, what you get is just a basic camera, which is practically there's no design element in that. They just make it and just sell it with a box. But in terms of the Redtiger F77, they have put in some effort and they have put in some level of design philosophy within this. And I personally like that effort which they've put in. Gives it a more professional and gives it a more refined look. That being said, the display of this camera is also crisp, clear. You can even take a look at what's happening at the rear of the car just by switching the display mode. Although I do feel that the camera, the front camera especially, is slightly bigger in size and kind of a bit heavier compared to most other dash cams, but that's not going to matter much once you install it on the windshield. You're not going to have to keep lifting up each and every day. So the weight part actually goes away, and the bulkier part you can actually try and hide it behind the rear view mirror, and it won't be like so much interfering within the windshield view. That being said, what works in the favor of the Redtiger F77 are the 2 key points which this camera really excels at. First thing is a pricing. Second thing is the dual 4K dual starvis 2 setup. Now these two key factors add the charm to what the Redtiger F77 is all about. Now the pricing part, of course, if you have that kind of a budget, you don't have to think beyond it. But in terms of the resolution, as I said previously, this is the finest quality video resolution you can get from the front and the rear cameras. But of course, the front camera, you can kind of match it with many other starvis to back cameras out there. But in terms of the rear camera, as said again previously, there is no other match to it. But the point to note is that the rear camera carries a slightly lesser bitrate compared to the front camera, overall bringing down the file size when you combine together the front and the rear camera's memory space. That being said, visually you cannot differentiate between the video quality of the rear camera and the front camera. They both look practically the same, even though the rear camera has a slightly lesser bitrate. So the next time when you go out on a drive, you will not, or should I say the Redtiger F77 will not miss any detail that is in front of the camera lens. You can easily spot number plates, you can easily read name boards, even during daytime, even during nighttime. This is simply that good. Lastly, I do hope and I do think that some of the brands or some of the other brands might also bring a dual 4K dual starvis 2 setup cameras to rival this one. Well, only time will tell how good they will be and what kind of a pricing they might come at to rival the F77. Well, I probably think they won't be priced anywhere near what the F77 trends at. That being said, if you are interested in purchasing this dashcam, well, I think you should be. And if you are looking for that really good, really perfect dashcam and have a budget of about 25,000, just click down on the description. I've given you my personal affiliate link. Click on it, go ahead and buy it right now. If you do have any queries or doubts regarding this camera, I have made an extremely detailed review video of the F77. You can check that out. I've given the link for that video in the description as well. And of course, if you do like to ask something to me personally, you can always write that down in the comments, or you can even DM me on my Facebook or the Instagram page. And after watching this video, if you have gained some important insight and knowledge regarding this dashcam, and if this video has helped you in making the correct purchase decision, go ahead, hit that subscribe button of my channel right now, smash that like button and share this video with all your friends who are looking for a really good dash camera. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.